Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a basic review on the Dx9. Previous video I did a side-by-side comparison on the Dx8 and the 9. This video I'm going to just be talking about the basic software features that I like on it. Coming from the 8, I thought, should I upgrade, shouldn't I upgrade? But having my DX8 for 2 years, I decided I should upgrade. I wasn't expecting very much from the 9. I knew it had sound, but didn't really think it was going to affect me that much. And some of the software upgrades, I thought, it's kind of take it or leave it. But after I've been playing with it, I'm kind of really enjoying the sound features on it. You think that you can remember the switches, and you can, but it gives an extra little extra excitement from it, a little extra edge to you when you're flying. And maybe not for everybody else listening to it, but for you, it does help out, especially if you're at the field quite a bit. It's nice having the sound. It's nice having all the these new features on it. A lot of different things that have changed. This is basically a dumbed down version of the DX18. Basically the software is exactly the same. Instead of 18, it has 9 channels on it. So that's kind of basically it. It is last video I talked about having this scroll knob. It's really kind of a rubbery, sticky, so your fingers really kind of stick to it when you move it, but you can't slide it really fast like the DX8. So that was a little different on it. But other than that, same thing. I mean, basically it's the same radio. The switches are all numbered or lettered now, has letters on it. But I do like the antenna. It does really look kind of nice, and I've never broken off a DX8 antenna. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I break them off a lot." I just never have. I just always been really careful with mine. It never has. And then obviously the antenna back here too. The handle is an antenna too. So a lot of videos been saying that how cool that is. The other thing is that they have these sliders. I really like the sliders. That's kind of another reason why I got it, just because I always wanted a radio that had these sliders on it. Now, I wish the sliders were actually going up and down this way, but I think because my hands are a little small, but that's okay. They should work out just fine as well. You can kind of see the antenna is kind of built up here with screws and everything, and it's well made. It looks neat that way. And then I'm going to just open up the cover for you, battery cover. Okay, now this is the battery cover, or the battery itself, and it's a lithium-ion battery. You can put a lithium polymer battery in there too as well. And it comes with different padding around the side right here that you can do if a larger battery comes with larger. Now, the only thing that you need is a 12 volt battery supply. So if you could take a wire and plug it in right there, or just have an adapter and plug it into your car, and you car charger, or your cigarette lighter, or just hot wire it right to your battery from your car, you can charge up that way as well. So that's one thing nice about it. But just remember that if you're going to use a lithium charger, lithium polymer charger, you're going to have to actually physically take out the battery and do it that way, because it's not gonna work. One thing I do like about this one, if you have a stock DX8, it comes with a stock nickel metal hydride battery. That you have to always remember to charge it and then unplug it, because it doesn't automatically turn off. But in this one, since it's a lipo lithium ion, it automatically shuts off. So turns off and shuts the charger down. So that I do like. It takes about maybe 10 hours, 15 hours to charge, but it lasts a long time. I'm not really sure how long it lasts. The DX8 lasted a long time with one charge, but it never showed a full charge. It got up to like 5.3, I believe, on the charge, and it stood there for a long time, but it never peaked out. I don't know why, but anyways. Okay, well, I think I got a glare. 1 second. Sorry for the glare. There we go. We'll maybe step back just a little bit right there. But, okay, so now we're kind of getting into the... We'll kind of maybe do it this way. Get the glare off. There's a light shining in. So, basically, this is the software update right now, or software. And there's a lot of different features on it. As far as, now if you look at this number right there, it says number 1. But if you move it up, this shows you where your stick is located. And going up to 100, obviously. 50% right there. Now, if you look at this switch up right up here, you can see that it's exactly right on 50 in, 50 out type of thing. If you're setting up helicopters, flybarless, or flybar, you kind of need, I can't get it exactly, but there's 50 in, 50 out. It works out really well that way. It's just kind of nice just knowing where you are relatively, because if you put it a quarter stick, we'll just say 25%, or there's 25% right there. Then you know you're kind of at quarter stick. And so it's kind of nice because on the stick you can't really tell for sure from that. Then another thing too is I like this transmitter right here. Shows transmitter right there. I like that. It looks neat, but the thing is, what's just cool is if you hit the back button right here, it will get highlighted, and you can adjust your sound right here.
Volume 90.
90. You can adjust it any way you want on there.
Volume 60.
So that's kind of a quick way how to adjust it. Just hit your back button and go. Other things too is it's really kind of condensed. So you have your MCPX normal mode, that's flight timer, how long it's actually been going. You can adjust the trims too on there. I can get into that and kind of show you what that is like too on that. You can have different trim setting. Instead of having a lines, you can have a block. You can have different items like that. And the other thing is too, is you can set your low stick, so when it shuts off, see the timer stopped, but then it would say timer stopped, but I have it deleted so it doesn't say that. But then whenever I start back up, hit the throttle up,
Timer start.
then it says timer start.
Timer start.
I have it kind of on a low setting. So that's kind of nice, especially if you're flying along and you have to switch out a battery really quick and you forget to hit the
Time remaining 1 minute. Timer cleared. Time start.
the clear button, and you hit the clear button. You forget to hit the clear button, and then it keeps on. Then you forget how much time you have. So this kind of helps you remind, because the Dx8 just had a beep, but you don't know what it's beeping at you for, and you kind of forget. So that's one cool feature on that. Then what we can do too is it's pretty neat. You can actually go into system menu, and this goes back to into the one without the RF disabled. Now, if you're using the Dx8, you have to actually go to a different menu to do it that way, and it was more cumbersome to get out of it that way. But this way, you can go right to your system setup and get right into the main areas that you want to do. So one thing that you can do is, and what I like, is you can go to settings, and I talked about it before. You can have the contrast, English, different things on there as well. What language you want, if you want to be inactive. I did talk to you in the last section about sound. You can do your vibrations. You can have it at different settings right there. Now this is for the trim tabs. Remember me talking to you about the trims before? Well, right now it looks like that, and you can change the trims. A box. Now that one shows a box where the trim is supposed to be. You can have it. You can have the trims so they're inhibited. So boxes, arrow, kind of an arrow or an arrow with lines. Actually, see, there's a box there and there's a box without lines. I like it that way, so I have it set up that way. And then last is the volume, which we talked about in the last video about that, setting that up. So that's kind of what I liked about it. Now I have the new version on here, the 1.1a. That's the newest version. So if you do get it, upgrade it, update the firmware, and also the voice. There's a voice that you have to upgrade to as well on that. So there's so many different things. I'm gonna kind of this video might get a little longer. But we're going to go through a little bit. Training is a cool thing. But we're not going to get into that. That's going to be another segment. Now, binding right now, instead of turning on or plugging in your receiver and then turning off your transmitter, then turning on your transmitter for a bind, you can all do it electronically. And it will all you have to do is hit the bind button, and it will bind to your airplane if the battery's plugged in on your airplane. And right now it's not going to work because it's not on. But I can show you what it will do. So you hit the bind button, and it said bind failed, obviously because I'm not binding one. Frame rates, it's the same thing. You can change all that stuff. It's basically the same on that. There's a pre-flight. You can go through a whole pre-flight, which is kind of nice. Make sure you're just, especially when you're dealing with the 700s, airplanes or helicopters, or you have jets or anything that you have something that you have to make sure that you remember. Make sure that all your bolts and nuts are tight, that your battery's strapped on, all those different things. It wouldn't hurt to have something like that. So that's kind of a nice feature to have in it as well. And I might utilize that eventually, but there's just a lot of stuff to set up on this radio as well. Telemetry is the same thing as the last one. Warnings, it's a little different warnings on here. It's a little different how it works. I'm going to show you some other cool features about that as well. Utility models, this is a kind of a cool subject area, which I kind of like. Now you can go to sort models. Okay. And a lot of times when you're flying, or in the summertime, you have different airplanes for winter. In the winter, you have basically the foamies and everything. So what you can do is you can take your MCPX and move it down to over here. These numbers right here, number 2, number 6, those can be deleted too. It just kind of came up there. And then say I want my 550, I want that brought down to here. You can do it that way too. So it's really nice, and how that works out as well. That's nice to have that. So then the trims, basically the same as the Dx9. Channel assignment, you have all these different channel assignments that you can do on it. Rudder, basically you want throttle, at least for what I want it right now. Totally different things on there as well. Spoken things, you can do so many different things on that. Normal mode, that's exactly what it says. So then F modes, same thing. Now the F mode is kind of cool. Okay, so so anyways, what you can do in here is, let's see, I think I'm in the wrong, this one's not, I'm not in the right one right now. Let me get into the right one. So we're gonna go into here. Let's see. I don't think I have it set up on this one. Okay, so I'm back here, and one thing, if you want your hold mode on, you see I have my hold mode right up here, just the regular spot that you have it. If you don't want it that way, you can change it differently. You can take this and reverse it. So so then actually what you're doing is, instead of, now this is down is hold, this is not on, this is idle up mode, this is down. So you can reverse it to any way that you want on the switch. So up can be down and down can be up. So now up is hold and down is idle up mode, which is it's nice for just for different features if you want to. I always hit my button up for hold mode. That's just instinct. If I do get in a crash, that's what my first instinct is going to be on that. So that's one thing that's kind of cool about that right there. So we talked about those different things: trims, assignments, swash plates. Yeah, that's basically the same there. Name, yeah, in the name you can delete number 2 because you're not going to be using that ever. And only the thing that you have to do is just get it highlighted, hit the clear button, and delete it. And then hit your button to move it over, highlight it, clear, and start that way. So basically, it's really super easy that way on that type mode. Okay, so then if you want to get into the main screen, obviously you just hit the button and it boots up. Now it's transmitting on that. Now there's cool features on here as well. Let's go through. We talked about those already in our last video. Yeah, so those are all cool on that. Pitch, curves, you can do a lot of things with that. Not going to get super technical on all this stuff. So mixing, you can do quite a few, 10 different mixings on there. Pretty neat. Yeah, so sequencer, you can have it all depending on how you want to do it, with your doors cycling, wheels up, and then it breaks it even down even further, how fast you want it, forward, reverse, speeds, all those different things on there. So there's quite a few things that you can do on that range test. Obviously, timer, so you can start your timer countdown. I talked to you about that, but one thing I thought was kind of cool is you can do timer 2. Now I'm not exactly sure on why you would want timer 2, but you can on that. So I'm going to show you what timer 2 looks like on that too. You can have it count down. You can have it do all these different things. Voice for 1 minute and start that way. So I'm going to go back to it and kind of show you what that looks like too. So
timer start.
Why would you use this? I'm not exactly sure, but there might be a reason why. Maybe you can have a delay time on there, or time starts at different times. But you can have it set up that way, which I kind of thought was kind of cool.
Timer stop.
Kind of cool, just for the features of that, that you can do that. So anyways, gyros, we got pitch curves, mixing, test range, timer. Telemetry would be nice, just because you can have all that stuff set up, and it can actually, instead of looking down at your monitor or your screen when you're flying, you'll just voice read that for you. So that's actually kind of nice on that as well. A different sound you can do, but we'll get into the sound features later on that. System setup, I already showed you about that as well. and monitoring is basically the same. Same for that as well. Well, thanks for listening to me, guys. This is my basic review of the Dx9, a little bit of the software versions and updates on it. Now, if you do have a Dx8 and you want to update to Sailplane, the Dx8 does have a Sailplane update, so just check to make sure that you have the current version on that as well, because this does 3 different items. And another thing too is kind of nice. This can do 250 items, but on the Dx8 it had 30 items that you could go from inside the radio. This one has only 6 right now. Or 8 right now. That's available. But all you have to do is add one new model, and which is kind of nice, because if you're you don't have to scroll through 250 model memories if you have one on the 120th. So it's kind of nice to have that as well. But excuse me, guys, my throat is getting a little tired. But that is the review for the Dx9. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much. Bye.